Hello friends, in this video also we are going to see one more numerical based on Fourier series, that is for the another square wave. Let us see. So the question says get Fourier series for the following. So as I said in the previous lecture, whenever they ask you Fourier series for a particular signal x of t, that x of t has to be a periodic signal. So we believe that this is a periodic signal, and by observation you can understand that this is a odd signal, because whatever you see at right hand side, similar thing on left hand side but in negative way you see over here. In that case the given signal is always a odd signal. So by observation we understood that x of t is an odd signal, that is it satisfies this property, that is x of minus t is equal to minus of x of t. Is that right? As we have seen in the previous video, we got Fourier series for a square wave and we named that square wave as figure 1. Similarly, I'll label this square wave as figure 2. You have to remember this figure 1 and figure 2 throughout this Fourier series session. Whenever I say figure 1, it means you have to recall the figure that we have analyzed in last video, and whenever I say figure number 2, it means I'm talking about this particular square wave which is odd in nature. So according to the property of odd signal, first conclusion I can say a naught is always 0, that is nothing but a DC value, and secondly an is also resulting into 0, and third value of bn by using a symmetry property becomes 4 by t. This time I need not to integrate over a cycle, so we are going to integrate only for half cycle, that is from 0 to t by 2 x of t sine of n omega naught t dt. Is that right? So I'll be following this formula and I'll get the value of bn is 4 by t integrating over 0 to t by 2 x of t sine of n omega naught t dt. Is that right? If you see behavior of x of t from 0 to t by 2, value of x of t is 10. Value of x of t is 10. So let us substitute it. Bn is equal to 4 by t integrating over 0 to t by 2. Value of x of t is 10 times sine of n omega naught t dt. Then I can write this as Bn equal to. So I can take 10 as constant out. It becomes 40 by t. Then integrating over 0 to t by 2 sine of n omega naught t dt. So this function of sine we are integrating with respect to time, and integration of sine is minus cos. Bn equal to 40 divided by t. Integration of sine, as I said, it is minus cos, so it becomes minus of cos of n omega naught t whole divided by n omega naught, and the lower limit is 0, upper limit is t by 2. And I'll write Bn equal to 40 divided by t as it is. Generally we perform like this, that is higher limit minus lower limit, but because of the presence of negative sign I'll do it exactly reverse, that is lower limit minus higher limit. So let us perform lower limit minus higher limit. So first of all I'll substitute lower limit, which is 0, so it becomes cos of 0 minus higher limit, that is cos of n omega naught, and the value of t is t by 2. So cos 0 becomes 1. Bn is equal to 40 divided by, we know that capital T stands for a fundamental time period, and fundamental time period is given as 2 pi by omega naught. So I'll keep that capital T as it is. Cos 0 is 1 minus cos of n, I'll substitute omega naught as 2 pi by capital T, and we have t by 2 here, Here T gets cancel, 2 gets cancel. One more thing, this n omega naught we can take out, so we just need to only write n omega naught here. Finally, we have Bn equal to 40 upon n. Let us substitute value of omega naught as 2 pi by t. We have t over here. In bracket we have 1 minus. If you observe carefully, the second function is cos n pi. I'm talking about this. After all those cancellations, it is cos of n pi. And we should know cos of n pi is minus 1 to the power n. So it is minus 1 to the power n. So this is result for cos n pi. Here t gets cancelled. And finally we have Bn equal to 20 upon n pi. In bracket we have 1 minus minus of 1 to the power n. So let me just copy what Bn we got. Bn that we have is 20 upon n pi. In bracket we have 1 minus minus 1 to the power n. If you see a Fourier series formula, the value of n varies from 1 to infinity. That is, the value of n will keep on increasing from 1, then 2, then 3 and so on. In ascending sequence it will go up to infinity. Let us substitute n equal to 1. Then Bn becomes B1, which is equal to 20 upon n pi, and then it is 1 minus. So we know that minus 1 raised to n, whenever n is odd, minus 1 to the power n will always remain minus 1. Whereas if n is even, in that case minus 1 to the power n will become plus 1. So in this case, since n equal to 1, it is odd in nature. Minus 1 to the power n will remain as minus 1. So minus minus becomes plus. In effect, B1 becomes 40 upon. The value of n is equal to 1, so I can just write 40 upon pi. So this is the value of B1. Then whenever we substitute some even value of n, that is let n value equal to 2, we know that n equal to 2 means it is an even value, and for even value minus 1 to the power n results in plus 1. In that case, if you substitute b2, that is n value equal to 2, it becomes 20 upon 2 pi. In bracket we have 1 minus 1 simply, so 1 gets cancelled, b2 becomes 0. So again come to the conclusion, whenever the value of n is odd, some Bn value will be non-zero, but in case the value of n becomes even, every time Bn will become 0. So I can say that Bn exists only for odd values of n. Is that right? Let us write a final Fourier series. It says x of t is equal to a naught plus n equal to 1 to infinity an cos of n omega naught t plus bn sine of n omega naught t. We have already learned in this problem a naught value was 0. Reason x of t is odd signal, as well as value of an also results in 0. So what we have only x of t is equal to summation n is equal to 1 to infinity. Then we have Bn sine of n omega naught t. Is that right? But we know that the value of Bn does exist only for odd values of n, and that's the reason why I would keep on varying n like this. That is 1. After that I'll substitute 3. Then I'll substitute 5. So I'll keep on avoiding the values of n to be even, because we know that it is going to result into 0. So what's the point of substituting n value as even? Further, I can expand x of t as, so value of Bn, please don't forget, it was 40 upon n pi for n being odd. In that case, now x of t is, so let us substitute n equal to 1, then it becomes 40 upon pi sine of value of n is equal to 1, so it becomes sine omega naught t plus 40 upon, then I'll substitute 3 pi because we are not allowed to substitute n equal to 2 because bn value is ultimately equal to 0. So 40 upon 3 pi sine of 3 omega naught t plus 40 upon 5 pi sine of 5 omega naught t. So this is a Fourier series for given signal x of t, where a sinusoidal component with frequency equal to omega naught is called as a fundamental component, and rest, these are called as harmonics. That is, if I say omega naught as a fundamental frequency, then 3 times omega naught is referred to as third harmonics. This is 5 times omega naught, so it referred to as fifth harmonics, and so on. What you can also conclude and learn from this is, even here only sinusoidal components are present. Secondly, only odd harmonics are present. Also, DC value equal to 0. Here DC value meant to become 0 because it was odd signal, and for every odd signal DC value is always 0. First conclusion that we have learned is DC value equal to 0. Second, we have understood that only odd harmonics are present. If you remember, these two conclusions were same even for the question that we have solved for previous video. Is that right? These two conclusions were common. Even in that case, DC value equal to 0 and only odd harmonics were present. Even here, DC value equal to 0 and only odd harmonics are present. Odd harmonics as in a third harmonic, fifth harmonic, then you will get seventh harmonic, then you will get ninth harmonic. So all even harmonics equal to 0, only odd harmonics are present. Eventually, DC value is also equal to 0, and these two conclusions, as I said, it is common for this sum also and the sum that we have solved for previous videos.